why men are so drawn to nurses. I don't understand.
Well, she wants to know why men are primarily drawn to nurses, and my answer is they're not. And I'm gonna explain the reason why. Because if you look at any dating site, like Tinder, Bumble, Plenty Fish, the majority of the ladies on those dating sites are nurses. And you guys work horrible hours, long hours, and you're in college debt. It's like, no, they're not. I don't know where you're getting that from. I mean, I just don't know. Whatever.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out?
Right shit, get that in the trap, yeah. Right shit, meet me in the back.
So I made a video a few months ago about the 3 big red flags you should watch out for in a woman. That got a lot of hits, and I've come up with another one. Complaining. Complaining is a character flaw. If she complains to you all the time, she will complain about you all the time. So watch out for the complainers.
Can we change a young man's life in 40 seconds? Let's try it. My 2 laws are stay out of pussy and stay out of trouble. This means looking at sex differently and valuing our bodies differently. Take your time, man. I'm not saying everybody has to wait till marriage. I know that most people aren't. But really look at that woman before you decide to give yourself away. I think we all know what stay out of trouble means. Don't put yourself in a position where somebody else gets to decide your fate. And sometimes you are going to stray off this path no matter how good you are. Surround yourself with the right people who are going to keep you on course. Like this video and comment below your 2 laws to putting a man on a path to success.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 stupidest people.
Life is too short to mope and cry over a chick. If she cheat, she wasn't for you. She don't want you. It's too many of them out here, and it's too much money to be made out here.
Most females today want a traditional man. They want a man that will open the door of the car for them, a man that will pay for their food on a date, a man that's going to fight for them, a man that's going to protect them, a man that's going to give them shelter and provide for their need. But they exclude themselves of the duties of being a traditional woman. Society has been lying to modern day women, telling them it's fine to talk back at a man, it's fine to not be submissive, it's fine to do whatever you like on a date, it's fine to come late on a date, it's fine to pick up your phone while a man is talking to you or whatever, and it's fine to be fat, love your cars, baby girl. These are things that traditional men don't.
Sensational.
The number one secret that women keep from men, women love to say, oh, I'm not talking to anyone else, you're the only one that I'm talking to. This is the biggest cap. Women will never overtly tell you that you're talking to multiple different men. Women are talking to multiple different men on social media, dating apps, at their school, university, at their job. The list goes on and on and on. Women are hypergamous by nature, meaning they date up. They want the best possible option. This is why they keep their options open. Women are bigger players than men. This is why I tell men, have an abundance of options. Talk to multiple different women. Create a roster. Have a rotation of different women. Never commit to a monogamous relationship unless a woman has earned that title. Men, take note.
The way girls process their thoughts. I made a steak for a bitch one time, right? A nice juicy cut of filet mignon. Bitch couldn't even pronounce the word right. But she had the nerve to come out of her mouth and say, I bet you do this for every girl, don't you? So I look at her and say, well, it depends on the bitch. Instant attitude, right? Now, before you get upset and you don't eat nothing in this motherfucker tonight, let me ask you a question. Let's say I never cooked for you, and then one day you ask me, do I know how to cook? And I tell you yes. You would look at me and say what? How come you never cooked for me? So let's put this shit together real quick. The meal is less significant if I do it for every bitch, but if I didn't do it for you, then you would feel less significant. Does that really make sense to you? Ayo, eat your food.
I saw an actress complaining one time because the studio told her that she needed to lose 15 pounds. I'm like, you can't drop 15 to star in a movie? I mean, what carrot can they, specifically carrots, some veggies in your diet? What do they have to dangle in front of you to go to the fucking gym like the rest of us? Like, I literally, like, because I always say, oh, guys don't have to deal with that. It's like, yeah, we do.
Of course.
Yes, we do.
Aquaman
Like,
had to deal with that.
I
What if
know,
he gained 20 pounds?
Dude, forget about him. If just having 5 lines in a fucking movie, if I am north of 171, 72 pounds, the fucking tweets I get, hey, Billy Booze Bag. Hey, Billy Bitch Tits. Hey, fat freckles.
18, she starts to do things. Not with men her age, men older. 20, 22, 23, college. She looks good. She's looking good. She's getting all these dudes. She's getting all these bodies. She can get whoever she wants. The guy that's 18, he's just getting out of high school. You broke. You working at the bar. You ain't got no money. And the average guy ain't got the looks. You're just now hitting the weights.
Yeah.
You're not really gonna see you're gonna see progress in 6 months, but we're talking about real progress, it's gonna take you like 3 years.
At least.
At least 3 years, 3 to 5 years.
At least.
Cold progress.
Yeah.
So by the time you get the cold progress, you're 28,
Yeah.
30, your age. You're about to hit your prime.
Yeah.
It took you from the time you was born
Yeah.
till you was 30, 35.
Gentlemen, listen up. A woman did not drop your text. She's not too busy. She doesn't have bad service. She's not just focusing on her career right now. These are all excuses that she's giving you because what she's trying to say is that she's not interested. So I do not want you to hear any of these things from a woman thinking, oh, this is why she's not responding to me. But since she is responding to me, maybe I have a chance. No, you don't have a chance. So I want you to move on. Any woman who is not willing to meet up with you on a date, that is someone who is not truly interested. So do not listen to her words. I want you to look at her actions.
And we're back with another episode of How y'all doing? This gonna be a tough one. This gonna be a tough one. And cause I ain't gonna this. Now, fellas, I'm gonna tell you, the men are going to enjoy what she about to say. A lot of women, not so much. What she's about to say is gonna be no, because I. You think I'm lying? Let it play.
What percentage of modern women are marriage material?
Let me be honest. It's not very many. You know why? Women are in tune to their body. They're not in tune with running a household. They're in tune to social media. They're not in tune with the needs of their significant other or their kids. That, you know, I'm just gonna be honest. The women really is like men. It's all about me, and I.
Now, what I say? Where is the lie? Tell me where she lied at. Because the women that's going to be disagreeing going to be, nah, because me. She may not be talking about you. She's talking about the masses of women. And if you saying that she's lying, where's the proof that she's lying? Where are the women who saying, no, I'm not going to be out here running the streets. I ain't trying to be all in the club all the time. I ain't trying to be twerking all on social media. I ain't trying to be half naked also all over social media. I'm going to really invest into my kids, not just post that I'm a great parent. I'm going to actually spend time and show my child that I'm a great parent, not just put a device in front of them and then act like I'm parenting. No, where are the women that can really prove that what she's saying is wrong? Now, I'm not saying I am not saying this is all women. Excuse me. Don't get in my way. What's wrong with you? I ain't saying it's all women, but listen to what she just said. If you want to be a modern day woman, that is fine. That is okay. Let me say it again because they're gonna try to make it seem like I didn't say it. Well, it sounded like no. I just said if that's what you want to be, a modern day woman, that is okay. But don't expect traditional things. That's all. Why is that hard to understand? See, I think y'all do understand. But once again, you don't care. You want to do whatever you want to do and still think you're gonna get some type of results. No, baby, it don't work that way. It does not work that way. But hey, if that's what y'all want to do, listen, we are getting to the point where we're going to have to start normalizing relationships, not marriage. Because if we as women and men are not moving toward marriage, you just want to be out here living, doing what you want to do, that's fine. But don't speak on marriage because that's not how you get it.
Men, what is the biggest issue you have with dating today?
I would say the cell phone. The cell phone has messed us up bad. Because now we have to deal with the fact that these women have the opportunity to not just focus on one person. They also have multiple guys in their DMs. They are talking to multiple men at any given time. And they're going out on multiple dates per week, whereas it normally wouldn't be like that. And then here you are, you're going to be judged according to what you spend or where you take her, and you blow your money on $100 to go out on some stupid ass meal that you could have did at home. And she doesn't want to call you back, so you just wasted $100. Which is why I don't like to take women out to dinner on the first date, unless they offer to pay. Then that's fine, you know. Then generally, if they're gonna pay for it, then they're probably a little bit interested in you, because women don't like to throw their money out there for for something they don't think is gonna be a good investment in the long run, But I've been fortunate, in the area that I live in. I'm pretty freaking busy. And, I guess I'm just using this. I guess I might have to use the tools the way they use them, and that's what I have been doing, and I've been doing okay. But I would say the cell phone was the one. The cell phone has fucked us up. And if we can get rid of this cell phone, maybe go back to the flip phone where you can just send some old blurry ass picture. You have to work a little harder, have a little bit more of a personality in person. Yeah, but this cell phone thing, man, it's a rip-off because people can't get away from it. This thing is more important than the date itself. I mean, just look around at any restaurant you go to. Most of the time, people are, with their heads buried in their cell phones, and they're supposed to be out on a date, and they're just Googling shit or whatever the fuck they're doing. This thing, or when they're sitting at the stoplight, or driving in the car, even though it's illegal to do. Even though it's illegal, it's against the law to drive with your cell phone. Still do it. I see it every day, every single day. So it's the cell phone for me. Hold the line.
Men should not chase women. Now, what do I mean by this? Because most of the women in the comments are probably going to write that men should be chasing women. That's the way it's supposed to be. A real strong man, a leader, goes after women, and that is true. But you have to understand how a proper dynamic between men and women actually works. For instance, as a man, if I see a woman that I am interested in, I may approach her, I will talk to her, flirt with her, enjoy the present moment of that interaction. I'm not focused on getting her into bed, I'm not focused on what's going to happen after. I am simply present. I am listening and I am having fun. And if the opportunity presents itself, I will ask her out, or I will make a move, depending on how the situation unfolds. From there, once she has my contact, once she has a way of reaching out to me, I don't pursue any further. I don't chase. I'm going to focus on my life, my goals, and my dreams. I've already shown her that I'm interested. She knows. And if she's curious enough to find out whether or not I'm still interested, she'll drop a hint. She'll send a message, she'll call. In some way or form, she will try to contact me directly about something insignificant. My girlfriend, after our first date, reached out to me the day later about a restaurant we had discussed. We were debating about what the actual restaurant was. It had changed since she had last been there, and she sent me a message to let me know that I was right. But she wasn't sending me a message because it was about the restaurant. She wanted to hear from me. Of course, I recognized the signs, and I promptly set up another date. A time where we can go out together, be present in each other's company, have fun, and see where the night goes. Obviously, it went very well, as we are committed to each other at this point. But the way this dynamic works naturally is women will drop hints. They will chase after you. They go after the men that they want. And the valuable men who have options, who have things that they're focused on, if they're interested in that woman, they will be direct and decisive with setting up a date and allow the art of seduction to progress.
I met this little girlie. Her hair was kinda curly. Went to her house and bust her.
Man, this is sad. Even knowing female nature, this is still sad to me because they think it's a joke switching off to the toxic side. But no, subconsciously, every woman is attracted to that toxic shit. They don't exactly know why, but they are. And the reason for this is because they want the man that acts like a wild animal. He's uncontrollable. He can't be tamed. He's selfish with his desires. He'll do whatever the hell he wants. He'll say what he wants. You don't know if he's gonna go to the next girl. He'll cheat on you. They don't care because they're going on an emotional roller coaster with this man. Their senses are so heightened. They're spiked up. They're always feeling something. Again, feeling. That's all they care about. They want to feel something. In a good relationship, healthy relationship, they know what's next. There's nothing.
'Cause I look like I drank, going down smooth and burning like hell. One shot of you, I want that bottle to myself. I go all in till I can't.
Woman, what is your stance on modern day feminism?
On what?
Modern day feminism.
It's failed women. Miserable. I gotta tell you a quick anecdote. It must be success. That's the leader. That's the leader. So the feminists are wrong. They got it. All the evidence is out there. There's a reason why 40, 50-year-old single women are desperately trying to get pregnant. All right? There's a reason. All the joys and wonders of that world, that employment world, and careers didn't seem to quite satisfy their true needs, all right? They have screwed up their lives. I have story after story, and I'll tell you one or two of them. But you're on the right track. Do not be afraid of the feminists. They have nothing. They have nothing.
I hope that you have real intentions with that person.
She said men dating single mothers need to have real intentions. So I'm assuming they need to want something other than one thing. But she's totally ignoring the fact that she only sees men for one thing that's coming around. That's to be an ATM machine for her and her baby.
Because when we get heartbroken, we don't just get to choose to come home and be alone. We have to smile when it's time to pick the kids up from school. And we have to put them to bed, and we have to be happy mom.
Just like anyone else who experiences heartbreak too, they have to move on with their life and keep things going. And not just other women who don't have kids, but also men. When they go through experiences with you, he still has to go to work and maintain a good attitude, as well as his performance and productivity, because he has to make sure that he sends that child support money to you so he don't end up in jail. Oh yeah, and if he was married to you, he's having
Gentlemen, stop focusing on only being nice to women. It does not work. Let me tell you a quick story about a former coaching client of mine. He was dating a girl and she started to pull away and become unattracted to him. And he could sense this. So during lunch one day in a crazy blizzard snowstorm, he went over to her house and he shoveled her entire driveway so when she came home, she would not have to do it herself. If you can guess what happens next, she still broke up with him. That's because she could tell that he was trying to just be nice to get her to like him, and that does not work. If you want to attract a woman, you have to be emotionally strong, assertive, and on some sort of career path or driven purpose. It's not only just about trying to be nice.